Hello everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome on back to the stream. Hey, there we go. There's the sound. We're all good. Hi, hello, welcome back. It's the last day of NEXTFEST. It's the last day of demos. It was just gonna be one, but I found one more that I wanted to try. It was a puzzle game. I was just doing a quick little scrolly scroll and I was like, oh, this looks interesting. So we got a spooky game and a puzzle game. And that's gonna close out our NEXTFEST experience today, for the week, for the season even, until whenever the next time NEXTFEST is. So, yeah. And then later tonight at 8 o'clock we have raid night, which I don't think we're gonna run up against that. So hopefully there's a break in between and I can go chill, do other stuff. But we shall see. We shall see what happens. I meant to start like an hour ago, but Momo tricked me into taking a nap, so I didn't. Also, no face cam today, even though I did kind of want a face cam for a spooky game, but like, I have a headache and then also like my eye is really irritated today, so no makeup and no contacts. So here we are, PNG tuber. Anyway, let's get going. I want to make sure that we get through this. I Nima. It's supposed to be a spoopy game. Psychological horror, which is my jam. It's already pretty trippy. Nima? Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. It just goes right into it, doesn't it? Chirico is sleepy. Yes, he is. He's a sleepy boy. perfect undulating prison for you to spend eternity. An irritating yet familiar voice scratches at your brain, and you find yourself violently awoken by a mysterious figure. It worked. You're breathing. The air is cold and stagnant. The walls that surround you provide the room with a distinct lack of natural light. What on earth is all this? What is this? You're underground. Dozens of boxes overflowing with trinkets bring a strange sense of comfort. What is this? What the shit? I got a little brain diagram over here too. Okay. All right. That comfort dissipates as you realize you're tied to the chair you're sitting in. A bungee cord holds your head up. Ooh, I don't like that. That sounds bad. A stranger stands across the room, hesitating to approach. Nima, is that you? Words in your brain can make a mind unlock new words. Oh, okay. Oh, my mom. All words are stored in your brain, stored in your library after they're unlocked. Cool. I made a bunch of words. Okay, that feels like that one game. Was it Infinity Creator? Gosh, I don't remember. That one thing where you combine words and that like it makes new words and you have to like try to make stuff. Anyway, that game's fun. But this is like spookier. Who is Nima? Am I Nima? Just tell her whatever she wants to hear. Mom? Oh, cool. Mom? What's going on? Wait. Yes. It's all coming back to you now. You are Nima Lee, and this is your mother, Annabella Lee. Annabelle Lee. Mom breathes a sigh of relief and smiles. Why are we sad about Dad? Predator. Mind. Oh, thank God. I thought I'd lost you. She excitedly steps forward, but stops herself just short of throwing her arms around you in an embrace. She pauses. Lost me? Ooh. Why is Dad a zombie? Why did we get zombie from Dad? Why? Mom's a scientist. Mom shudders. Let me bring you some food first. You must be starving. Mom exits the basement, excitedly clambering her way up the stairs. I hope she trips and cracks her skull. Thanks, Mom. A sopping wet bowl of slop is gently presented to you. That doesn't look edible. Mom's a scientist of some sort. I don't like where this is going. The odor, reminiscent of wet dog and dirty socks, is masked by overwhelming amounts of soy sauce. Your nose begins to shrivel like a worm left out in the sun. Mom unties your hands, but leaves your waist and head fastened to the chair. With some effort, you can now eat your gruel. She places a small, dull spoon in your now free hand. She's even uglier up close. Okay, Nima. Before you eat, we need to have a little talk. There was an accident. Your memories may have been affected, and I want to ensure you're okay before everything goes back to normal. Am I dead? Am I a zombie? Dad's also a scientist. You're going to be living and sleeping in the basement for now. Can you untie me? You're tied up for your own safety. If you fall unconscious, I don't want you to fall and hurt yourself. Just follow her rules and then we'll be free. You're not a prisoner. This is just a controlled environment for you to heal in, okay? You look at the bowl of food and then back up at her. You try to nod, but your head just bounces in your binds. All right. So starting tomorrow, I am going to be bringing you items. I want you to think of how these items make you feel. If they bring back any memories. For now, let's start with something simple as an example. She takes the bowl of gruel and pushes it towards you. What does the kanji make you think of? You can start to eat while we talk if you like. I don't know how I got happy, but okay. You hesitate, looking down at the bowl and back at her. Although she claims there are no wrong answers, you know that it's not true. She is looking for a specific response. Try connecting ideas in your mind and see where those trains of thought lead you. Tell me what you're thinking about. That kanji's disgusting? Despite every fiber of your being screaming at you not to, you bravely force a single spoon of piping hot congee down your throat. Overwhelmed by the pungent taste of Mom's unconventional methodology of cooking, you spit it back out. Better to starve to death than endure another mouthful of this over-seasoned nightmare. Unsurprisingly, Mom looks away in shame and apologizes for the culinary travesty before you. I guess my cooking hasn't improved then. I'm sorry, Mom. I can't eat this. There's literally like a fucking giant piece of green onion and a fish bone sticking out of this. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Who cooks like this? Well, you have to eat something. Can we order takeout? She cringes. The notion of spending money on greasy fast food when there's perfectly fine congee at home seems to cause her physical anguish. Mom's a paleontologist. What about Dad? Dad was a marine biologist. Okay. You know what? I have some Burgess Burger coupons upstairs. I've been saving them for a special occasion. To be determined if she'll remember to actually do this. Huh. She's going to feed us, right? You yawn. The bowl of congee certainly chased away your appetite. Oh, you yawn. The bowl of congee certainly chased away your appetite. Now you'd prefer to find a nice den to crawl inside and sleep. Mom sets the bowl aside and lets out a long sigh. Infinite crap, that's what I was trying to think of. I like how that's just been in the back of my head for like the last 10 minutes. Thinking about what that was. She stares at you intently, preparing for something. How much of the accident do you remember? I think I'm dead. You shake your head. Some things just come to you, but as far as you're concerned, everything that happened before you woke up in this basement feels like a dream. You were swimming. You hit your head. I was happy, but it causes pain. Okay, I died. Blood? I hit my head on a rock. Okay. Swimming in a river? Why did you let me swim in a river? Okay, whatever. You're lucky I was able to rescue you. You clutch your head as a bolt of pain travels from the top of your cranium down your spine. Ow. Likely story. A memory surges to you. You recall looking up at your mother's stony face. In her hand, she clutches a small, sharp knife designed to cut through flesh and organs. Your mother looks worried as she reaches out to console you. You recoil away from her. Maybe we should talk about this later. Tomorrow the real tests will begin. Pass those and you'll be free to leave the basement, and everything can return to normal. How am I supposed to pass if I can barely remember anything? I suppose it's only fair if you have a chance to ask me some questions in return. There's a shuddering pain racking your brain. You're almost spent for the day. Choose your next words carefully. What do you want to know? Am I a zombie? No, you're Nima. Are you sure? You're not a drooling undead monster. You're talking coherently, you're self-aware, and you look the same as before the accident. Did that line seem rehearsed to you? That's a relief. I don't want to be like that freezer boy from Rocky Horror. I don't think I could stand that much dancing. Okay, somewhat coherent, but you're mostly fine. Your eyelids are growing heavy. You're running out of energy. Anything else you want to know? Where's Dad? Your mother looks down at her hands. Dad's not here. What do you remember about him? You search your mind for anything that you can call about your father. A memory that returns isn't an event or story, but a smell. It smells like fish. James Pond? Your mom's stony face cracks into a smile and then she laughs. Yeah, he did. You yawn and your mother takes notice. Nima, sweetie, don't you think it's time to go to bed? I just have one more question. Okay, what do you want to ask? Alright, what should we ask about? What the fuck was this about? Something's missing. He drowned. Torture. Okay. Mom loves work. Self-loathing, ooh. Repression? Mom's lonely. Work, 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 work. Are you okay? I don't care about that. Rest of the family. Your job. Escape? Ooh. Indulgence. Hungry, love, food. Did I die? Yeah, that's a good one. Did I die in the accident? No. You were in a coma. Let's not worry about that right now, okay? The pain surging through your brain terminates with a sudden pull of the plug. Your eyes cut to blindness, and then you feel your body fall forward to be caught by the ropes fastening you to the chair. You flicker in and out of consciousness as rogue bolts of electricity wiggle your neurons. Mom hums a familiar song. A pair of tender arms bear the full weight of your malnourished and sickly form. You are lowered onto a lumpy mattress, tucked in routinely and without indulgence. Whoever carried you here was hesitant to do so. Her acts of mothership seem little more than a performance. Despite that, you feel a gentle hand lovingly caress the side of your face, and once again the world goes dark. Did she put a fucking alien in my brain? My head hurts. This is my room. I barely remember it. So Mom's a paleontologist. Let me work with that a little bit. I feel like she found something and stuck it in my head. Alright, I don't know. That's a bug. I wish I could be the powerhouse of the cell. The Nematochondria. This human looks strange. I used to chew on these pencils. This is my special jar of wishes. Dream. Okay. Is it July already? It feels like it's been a million years. Milk, rice, coffee, tomatoes. I wonder if Mom had time to pick up groceries while I was gone. Doesn't seem like it. Help Mom file taxes. Mom was always so stressed about those. Dumb bass. Hey, that bass is trying its best. Ooh, candy. Retirement home? Okay. Amino Boy's the coolest. I've read all the comics. Save the whales. Though it's beautiful when a whale dies, they host an entire ecosystem. A penguin. I wonder if they're ever jealous of the birds in the sky. My own locker. I can't remember the password. Swim trophy. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty big, pretty strong swimmer. Giant Belgian boy. Don't know what I did to get that. I'm just kind of sticking shit together. Alright. This book is about evolution. Wonder what we'll evolve into. She spent a long time working on this one. No one even read it. They're fish trapped in a fake world. Dongwen 7. Even after all these years of studying, my Mandarin still sucks. Understanding Paleobiology, Helen Tamerlane. 101 dinosaur jokes that'll have your friends roaring. How do dinosaurs pay their bills? With Tyrannosaurus checks? Okay. Tales from the Uncool Kid, Benson Breyer. This book used to be so relatable, now I just think he's a loser. How old am I? Remnant. What's he so happy about? Wonder what's out there. A lava lamp, hot to the touch. This water's been sitting out here for a while. Wonder what's living inside of it now. This is what my dad looked like. I remember him. I was his child and I was her child. In this kingdom by the sea. Is it always this lumpy? Bed made me happy. Bed happy. Sleep. Oh, okay. Did I knock for Mom? No. Actually, yes. Let's continue. Are you awake? Yes. You hear her undo a series of deadbolts, opening the door, only a crack for it to be caught by the chain lock and held nearly closed. She studies you. She closes the door. You hear her undo the last chain and open the door again. You didn't clean yourself up. The bathroom door was locked. Her cold demeanor thaws for a moment. Shit. She pounds her head with the palm of her hand. She gestures for you to go sit at the table while she retreats into your room and unlocks the bathroom. Quick, lock her in. You hesitate, weighing the risk of trapping your mother in your prison. She returns quickly and efficiently. Your bathroom is unlocked. She doesn't take note of you passing by to ascend the stairs in a staccato of thumps and exits the basement. You fidget in your chair, wondering if you did something to upset her. She's not buying it. She returns trundling clumsily down the stairs. She holds the railing to keep herself steady. In her other hand, she carries a large tote bag, bulging with concealed items. All right. She calms down a bit and smiles placidly at you. Good morning, Nima. Good morning. Don't forget to call her Mom. Did you sleep well, Mom? No. Disgusting. She is wearing the same clothes from yesterday. She looks disheveled. It's unclear she slept at all. Are you feeling any pain? Yesterday our conversation ended rather abruptly. Your vitals are stable and you seem to have made a full recovery. Yes, I'm feeling well. Good. She flips up a notebook and makes note of that response. How was your sleep? Any interruptions or strange dreams? Lie to her. Nope. She flips her notebook closed and the fake smile turns into a real one. You're going to do better today, right? Today is going to be a little different from yesterday. With me, I have some items. All you need to do is tell me how they make you feel. Can you do that for me? Yes. She places a plushie of a shark upon the table in front of you. For some reason, it invokes unfamiliar feelings within. I like it. Nostalgia, sorrow, and most intriguingly, love. Now, is there anything that this reminds you of? The trip. That's the toy Dad got for me at the aquarium. Can we go? Can we get tickets? Yes, let us get out of the bowl. It's not really a good time for that right now. Oh man, promise me we'll go sometime, okay? Just like how we used to when Dad was still around. Memories of your father's embrace fill your mind. He's no longer with you, but the plushie still connects the two of you together. Maybe after we're all done here. Does that sound good? Yeah, okay. Mom lets out a melancholic chuckle. It's funny, you used to bring this thing everywhere with you. I remember you never let me take it from you, even to wash it. Your father used to say it was starting to look more like a catfish than a shark. He even considered buying a second one to switch out so we could clean it when you weren't looking. Hey! You never did, don't worry. After he passed, you were even more inseparable. How did Dad die? I want to know how Dad died. Man, who won't tell me? After he passed, you were even more inseparable. You wanted to hold on to anything that reminded you of him. You and Mom share a moment of nostalgic silence, reminiscing on the warmth of a face that fades more and more into memory every single day. Mom lovingly plants her hand on your cheek. I'm just glad I didn't lose both of you. Okay, Nima, let's move on to something else. She pulls out a chunk of rock with a strange formation entombed onto its surface. There's a prismatic glow to the rock, an opalized skeleton frozen in time and then cracked open like an egg. Mother hesitates, unsure if she should show you this thing. Still, she places it on the table and pushes it towards you. What does this remind you of? Interesting. These are odd things to be coming out of fossil. Who's Morella? Interesting. A fossil from work. This is one of the fossils that you study for work. I want to ask if she put one of these things in my brain, honestly, but I don't know how I would get there. Ooh, experiment fossil, that's a good one. Immortality. Parasite. Oh, damn, that would have been good. You're reminded of all the time your mom spends in her office toiling away at descriptions and classifications for fossils like these. A job that takes up so much of her time, yet pays so little. You're always working with these fossils pretty much all the time. You wrote books about them. Do you remember this one's name? When you look at the fossil, the only thought that comes to your head is that this looks like the silhouette of a shadowed man. There's something about it that calls to you, as if the shape of the stone is in the perfect shape to fit you. You have a desire to crawl inside the stone and become entombed with it. No. Morella splendens. But that's alright, it's not important now. You put it in my head. You sigh, she constantly tested you on this useless shit. A small spark of anger unlocks a treasure trove of hidden resentment you held for your mother and her work. How much she offloaded onto you in order to prioritize her research. Kind of a waste of time. What was that? You spent the whole summer down here obsessing over things that have been dead for millions of years. Touched a nerve with that, she reacts by balling her fists. A steel vein crosses over her eyes. You spoiled brat. You can play and do nothing all summer. Maybe to you this looks like I'm wasting my time, but all this work I've done so we can fix our all this work I've done is so we can fix our family. Shouldn't have said that. Why not? It's the truth. Play, you didn't let me go outside. Felt like I was in prison. You had to learn your lesson. What lesson? You really shouldn't have said that. I don't think we should continue talking about this. I want to focus on happy memories today. You are my good and happy daughter, Nima. She speaks as if she's reminding herself who you are, but the tone is clearly suggesting that you've begun to wander off the script she set out for you. What lesson, Mom? Don't get all righteous with me as if it's my fault that we ended up like this. You're the one who betrayed my trust. You're the one who put this entire experiment in jeopardy. Excuse me? I was ready to forgive you for us to go back to the way things were, but it seems you're too spiteful to move on. You're not Nima. Nima would never act like this. Nima would never question me like this. That's it. It's time for bed. Your mother grits her teeth to hold herself back from speaking further. Gruffly, she picks you up by your arm and hauls you back to your room. She deposits you across the threshold of the door and then quickly closes the door behind you. You hear her voice muttering something about controlled stimulus as she stomps away from the door and begins ascending the stairs out of the basement. Messed up. Pushed her buttons too much. She doesn't love you anymore. You banish the errant thoughts from your mind. After the interrogation today, you want for nothing else but the comfort of bed. You find yourself awake. There are heavy weights on your arms. You try to wiggle and your arms push against a series of tight ropes that bind you still. I told you, she doesn't like failure. Your mother enters the room, wiping a small steel pick with an antiseptic tissue. You're awake. I didn't use enough anesthesia. You try to scream, but discover your mouth is gagged. That's fine, you won't need it. She leans over you, placing her knee on your stomach to pin you, and gripping your face with a clawed hand. The pick inches closer to your eye. Don't blame yourself. It's my fault, really. Something must have went wrong with the procedure for you to come out like this. She begins to caress your cheek. Her hands are trembling ever so slightly. But that's okay. Oh my god. She's trying to lobotomize us. There's always next time. You feel the blade scrape past your socket and push out the nerves of your out into the nerves of your brain. Your life terminates with a pop as she severs your brain in half. Suddenly it's dark. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. You spend an eternity in this darkness. Until a familiar voice. Nima, is that you? Oh my god. That was dark. That's a really interesting game. Surely there are multiple endings for that. You gotta ask the right questions. Pretend to be a good daughter and then probably try to trap her in your room to get out. And it's really interesting to like have to piece together words to try to make the right connections and try to recall what happened and what things are. Yeah, that was really cool. I want to try that again. Maybe not right now, but probably gonna wishlist this. This seems like a fun one. A psychological horror puzzle game, if you will. You gotta ask the right questions. Interesting. This is cool. Okay. That was really neat. I'm glad we did that one. Alright. Other one we have planned today. I think I'll wishlist this right now. This was cool. Yeah, the one we have for today is Piece by Piece. Piece by Piece. There we go. This looked like a neat little puzzle game. Kind of like connect these pieces to make the room, to make the level, and I'm like, that's a cool concept. Mostly playable using controller. All right, let's grab the controller. Sure that it... Yeah, okay. Neon polygons. Alright, piece by piece. Let's give it a go. Pick a puzzle. There's only one, the demo world. Stage 1. Left stick to move, A to jump. RT and R to move a puzzle piece. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw this in one of the trailers, where you do that to get the item, and then you have to move this over here so you can actually get out. Oh ho ho! Right. Oh, let's move this over here. Oh wait, I can't. How do I get that? Okay. Put that there. Oh, I don't know if we can. Wait, okay, can I put these higher up? Okay, so those have to go that way, right? Okay. There we go. Interesting. No! Oh man, I wanted the other one. I didn't want to go to the door yet. I wasn't ready. Alright, well, this one has to go here. I get out of this piece. I want to go on the other side. Can I rotate this? Probably not, right? But it'd be cool if I could rotate it. Or can I? Ain't no way I can rotate it, right? Oh shit, that way. Oh. Okay, cool. We got that. All right. Okay. That's not quite what I want to do, though. I need to be, like, the outside somehow. This would put me on the outside if I... Well, that's kind of where I started, though. Okay. How do I get outside? Kamikitsu! Hello, hello! Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. Well, hello, raiders. How are you doing? What were you guys up to? Be a quick little shout out. Kitsu Brigade, very cute. Oh, your little emotes are, those are very cute emotes. Those are I like those a lot. You were also playing I Nima and NEXTFEST games? How did you like it? I thought it was really cool. I just finished playing I Nima and it was like, damn, this is trippy. And we're now playing Piece by Piece, which is a little puzzle game. Yeah, welcome in. I'm Sparkling Parfait. We are normally a variety streamer. We do like Final Fantasy 14 on like rating is on Sunday evenings, and then Monday we'll do like a challenge, which is a lot of the times is 14 or Ironmon. Thursdays or Fridays we'll do like a true variety night where it's kind of like whatever we feel like, and then Saturday's our big story day game. We just wrapped up Ace Attorney, so we'll be taking a little break before we go into some Yakuza. Yeah, and right now we're doing NEXTFEST. We just finished I Nima, and we're now doing Piece by Piece, which is a puzzle game where we can kind of control the map by moving around puzzle pieces. And I'm trying to figure out how I can get down into this one in the bottom so I can nab me that puzzle piece that's down there. And I'm like, how can I get over there? I think I know how to get to the door, but like, I want to be at the door right now. So, it's definitely a tricky challenge. Okay, what if I... No, that doesn't help me. I can't move behind this object. So, what if I go here? Oops. Alright, move that. Does this help me get down? No, there's a ledge right there. Just need to... Oh wait, hold on, I have an idea. Let's see. I go here. Let me move this. Oh, no, that's not gonna work. That will not work. Because this has to go here. Yeah. Well, maybe. I could do this, and then I can at least... Oh, yeah, that'll work. Yeah. And then now I can go across here. Grab that. This is what I've been wanting to do. Cool, we figured that out. Alright, cool. Great. Now we'll go up here. I Nima was wild. You died and then noped out of the game. You don't play horror often. You played Piece by Piece, though. Cool. I do play psychological horror sometimes, especially in October. We always try to go for one, pick a game, and then that's our variety game for the month. And I've played other ones like Tokyo Dark. I really enjoyed, Franbo. So like, I don't do like survival horror, like Silent Hill, Resident Evil, that kind of stuff. That's too spooky for me. But I Nima was like just the right amount of spooky. I also died. Mom lobotomized me. And then I was just like, oh, I see. We that kind of game. But I wishlisted it because it was fun and I would like to try it again sometime. And maybe not die. Maybe we don't die next time, right? So I thought it was really cool. I enjoyed it a lot. Can I get out? Yeah, freedom. Beautiful. And this game's really... Oh, wow. Those are different cutout pieces. Ooh. Yeah, this game looked really cool. So I was just like, well, I was only going to do one game today because we've done anywhere from like... We've done like a lot of games all throughout the week. Most days being like 3 or 4, but on Friday we did like 7 games because some of them were pretty quick. We definitely found some gems that I really liked and wishlisted right away. I was just like, I cannot wait for more of this game to come out. Where's my puzzle? Oh. How the heck am I supposed to get over there? Well, let's start this. Start with that. Yoop. Go. Now this is the only piece that can go here. That'll get me to the exit. I'm not ready to leave. But yeah, we've been doing a lot of different games for NEXTFEST, and pretty cool. Having a good time with them. Now I'm trying to figure out how I can get to the bottom. This. Okay, so it is... I would need to be next to the door, to where the door is, and then pop over. Okay. That. Move this. Yeah. Great. Perfect. We figured it out. You wishlisted so many games. Same. Even though I have a bunch of games that we haven't played yet. Wait. Am I a little alien dude now? Cute! Cool. This is interesting. Oh, that's cool. Now we're making portals. Okay, this is really cool. This is a cool game. I like this a lot. So if I'm gonna do this, I can get up here. But then how does that help me get down there? I don't know if it does. I'm gonna go... Okay, this is the only piece that this could connect to. Right? How do I get down here? Certainly interesting. Oh shit. Just put it all together. Great. That worked out. Gotta head out and make dinner? Hey, thanks for stopping by. Thank you for bringing your community over. Much appreciated, and I hope you have a great time. Again, y'all, I'm sorry for Faye. We do variety games. We're just chilling right now, trying to figure out how to get out of here. Okay, that brings me up there. But like, I'm gonna go that way. How do I get over there? What if I go down here and then just take this? Yep, okay. That worked. Alright, I figured it out. I understand. Yeah, we just do variety games here and generally try to... It's mostly chill. Sometimes there's screaming involved. I'll be pretty honest with you, especially because we sometimes do psychological horror or do really frustrating challenges. But for the most part, we're just hanging out, trying to have a good time with games. So, hope you guys enjoy your stay and have a good time here. I am not sure if I can touch these things. Whoa, what the heck? Am I burrowing? I am. Oh, that's sick. Wait, but like, okay, that'll get me to the door, clearly. Oh, I see. All right, this is really cool. Okay, so I definitely want to connect these. And I go like this. All right. We probably want to connect that one. Takes me right back because you're just like, no, I can't go that way. Interesting. How the heck? I don't know if I can disconnect you while I'm jumping. Oh, I can. That was cool. That was super cool. That's interesting. Deactivate the portal and I can just go through. Oh, okay. So it's the same character, but you can... When you connect in different ways, you get to... You have different powers, I guess? Hey, I want to go down. What happens if I go here and then I disconnect it? Am I just... bopping back and forth, all right. I'm in a state of I'm thinking about my life. Okay, put this here. But it's not exactly where I want to go. Oh, or is it? I somehow figured that out. Wait, where am I? There we go. Oh, cool. I did it. Totally by accident. Those are my favorite. The happy little accidents. Okay, I want to go here. I want to be over here, though. On the bottom. Okay. How do we connect this? So if I do this, I'll end up here. And I could maybe go here like this. Yeah, cool. That gets me that. All right, cool. Yeah, but I need to like get out of here somehow and I can't jump up. That's just gonna bonk me back. Okay, so maybe we gotta get rid of that one. So what would I do? Yeah, that just bonks you back. Nowhere to go if I do this. Stuck on this side. Nope. Move that. Yeah, alright, cool. Okay, that gets me right there. Great. Now what can I do from here? I can go up? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. Let's move that one away. Okay, that puts me in the portal. And then I can put the portal here. Go in. Right? Okay, there we go. I'm like, why no portal? I missed one puzzle piece, so let's go get it. I want to be on this side. There we go. And now I got it. Go home. Got them all! Alright, great. That's super cool. Alright, that was a really cool game. I'm gonna wishlist this one too. This was a neat little puzzle game. It was This is a very unique idea. I like what they did with it. Okay. Let's do a little recap of what we covered today. Or not today, this week. Okay. Let's go down our list. This is our full list of, wow, 25 games we did for NEXTFEST. That's a lot. Okay. So Am I Nima? That was one of the ones we did today, a psychological horror puzzle game. It was kind of interesting because it was like infinite craft in that you're trying to connect words to create new words and figure out and then use those to like try to solve the puzzle about what you're supposed to say and what to ask to essentially escape. We clearly got lobotomized, but I really like the concept in this one. And I want to play it again. Did I wishlist you already? I did. Great. Perfect. So yeah, this one's really cool. We didn't pick up a lot of psychological horror this Steam Fest or Steam Next Fest because I didn't see a ton that looked super interesting to me, but I heard good things about this one. And yeah, this was a good time. I liked this one a lot. It's really unique. One of the challenges with psychological horror is like trying to find stuff that's like a little bit different and not super same-ish, just like copying things that have already been done. So this was a really neat one. I like this a lot. Ballardo. This one was a really neat concept because it's basically Balatro but with billiards. I was hoping, so my original hope was that, like, you know, much like how Balatro, you don't actually need to know that much about poker to play it. I was hoping that'd be the case with this one because I don't really know how to play pool. It was a little bit confusing, but the developers were really kind to say that they appreciated the feedback and they're going to use it to improve the game. So I have high hopes for that. When you have responsive developers that look out for those kind of things to try to improve what's confusing for players, like that's a really good sign. So this one I think is worth keeping an eye on to see how it develops. Then we have Cauldron, which is a kind of like an old school RPG, but combined with an idle game. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you guys look at this, we definitely didn't spend 2.4 hours streaming this, but I have played it a little bit offline because I couldn't help myself. I was just like, I want to know. And I found out that there were some areas in like the upper right where I could have gone to like level up. And I just didn't see them initially. And then I got more characters. So this was a really cool one as well. After a while, like after I figured out what was going on, I'm like, it's cute. I don't think there was anything like too special mechanic wise that you can't potentially get out of other games. It was cute. It had like, you know, charming, fun vibes. So I liked it. I'm probably still going to keep popping into it once in a while. And if the idle games are your kind of thing, this is not a bad one to look into. And then Cthulhu. This was the co-op one that we did this Steam Fest. I keep saying Steam Fest. NEXTFEST. The co-op game we played this NEXTFEST. It's a dungeon crawler or dungeon exploration, I guess is the better word. And dungeon looter. You go exploring and you try to pick up loot and you feed it to a mimic. The characters were pretty cute. And it was there was like some fun puzzles in there, but we softlocked it. We had to stop because we softlocked the game. So I hope that they fixed like whatever bug it was that we caused. I hope that the developers see that and can fix it somehow. We glitched out a key, so it was stuck inside of a wall and we couldn't get to it and we couldn't reset it. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't kill ourselves to reset the level. We broke it. But it was fun. We had a good time with it. Darjeeling Gling and I had a good time playing this one. And that may not be the case for everyone. There was no monsters or anything. It was just purely like going around solving puzzles and looting coins, but that was good enough. That's all you need for a good time sometimes. Next, Curiosity. This is it's supposed to be like in that rage game genre where you're trying to climb stuff, kind of like Only Up, Get to Work, Getting Over It, that kind of thing. But they took out a lot of the major frustrations, I think, by adding the save points. Like there's like you get 3 beds, which are like a safety point that you can kind of set up yourself. And for the demo, and I'm pretty sure I heard them say that it's not going to be the case in the full game, but you get 9 lives, of course, because, you know, you're a cat, where you can go back to those respawn points that you've set up for yourself, and that took away a lot of the frustration, so it was more focused on the jumping puzzle aspect, which, hey, shoutouts to FF14 players out there who enjoy jumping puzzles in FF14. This is your jam right here, but as a cat. It feels a lot like doing jumping puzzles in 14, but with more interesting mechanics, because there's like moving platforms and like seesaw platforms and like timing and like other like there's it's like FF14 jumping puzzles expanded. It feels a lot like that, like in the same way that like there's the movement, except you can save yourself a little bit, so like even that's cool. You can hang on to a ledge. There's a ledge grab, which is also like, you know, really good for reducing the amount of frustration because you have a chance to save yourself. So if that's something you're into, if you like doing jumping puzzles in FF14 and other games like that, Minecraft comes to mind for people who do jumping puzzles in there. Check this one out for sure. It feels good. It does feel good to play. There's like, you know, and obviously it looks a little bit janky because like that's the kind of like genre that it's in, but I feel like if you're used to doing jumping puzzles and then screaming when you fall off Kugane Tower for the nth amount of time, you're not gonna have a problem in this. You might get a little annoyed when the cat NPC mocks you constantly for falling down. It just hurts your feelings, but it's not bad at all. This was fun. I recommend this one. This is a good one. Even if I didn't have some bias towards it already for being aware of it before NEXTFEST, it's good. Deliver at all costs is the next one. So it plays a little bit like GTA because there's like missions and you're driving around and you can like steal other people's cars if they're parked. You can just like pick up random cars that are just there, but there's no consequences because you don't actually get in trouble for stealing. They will come after you if you hit them though, which reminds you of GTA, where like the NPCs will come out and like they'll kick your car, they'll drag you and punch you, and then, you know, you don't actually take damage, so you can't die. But so, but it plays a little bit like that, except like because like, you know, you can't die or anything like that, and there's like less consequences. It's just more chaotic. And the writing is actually pretty good in this. It was a lot of fun to listen to. Fully voiced, which is great. I love voice stuff. Means I don't have to read it. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this develops, where the story is going. This was a good time. I had a lot of... The 117 minutes that we put into this just flew by. And I had intended to, like, you know, maybe not go all the way through the demo, but we did because I was having such a good time. I just let it go. Let it ride sometimes. All right, Dungeon Decks, Heroes of Herpderp. This is Slay the Spire meets Dungeons and Dragons. It's a little bit janky, needs a little more polish to it, but it was still fun. I had a good time with it. So I think this one's worth checking out if you like Slay the Spire type games. Farmyard Survivors, I wanted to like it more because there's cats, but the map layout is like Plants vs. Zombies, but it plays more like a Survivor-like kind of game, like Vampire Survivors. Not super straightforward. It was, wow, we only played for 5 minutes. I guess that's how long it took us before we died. Once or twice? I don't know. This definitely feels like it's really, you could definitely tell this is in early stages. There's an interesting concept to be had here. I would want to see how it develops a bit more before I make any final judgments on this. And then Grandma No, if you liked Thank Goodness You're Here, you'll probably like the humor in this. Kind of similar vein, I think. You're a grandma. You do kooky things. You have wiggly arms. Trying to get Grandma to feed herself was really interesting. This was funny. This was a good time. It was 40 minutes of like, there's some funny shit you can do in this game and just kind of screw around. So, not bad. Maybe this is definitely not going to be like everyone's cup of tea. You have to be like into the type of humor that is this game. But, you know, if it's your jam, this is a good one. Is a Seat Taken. This was a really fun puzzle game. I'm not sure what else to describe it. So it's like logic puzzle. Like all these little dudes have their own preferences on where they want to sit, and you have to like do your best to make everybody happy and check all the boxes. So that was an interesting concept, and this was like a really good like chill puzzle game. And I hope it has potential to get like really complicated later, because definitely like the last one in the demo game. The demo of this, sorry. The last stage, the bonus stage in this demo was pretty challenging. There was a lot to look over and like consider. It took us a little bit, but yeah, it was fun. Good time. I like this. I think I wishlisted it already. I did. Good, because it was fun. I like that. Islet's defense demo. This is resource management and tower defense. This one does seem a bit more polished. It's just, I wish resource management was more my style. It's not. I don't really like doing too much resource management. Like while I'm trying to also do tower defense. It's not my favorite style, but this was pretty cute. And if you're into that combination of tower defense, it's not bad. I think this is a good one to check out at least. And then we did Koira. I should probably change the category to just chatting for a little bit while we're wrapping up here. Koira is one of those like more artistic style games. I guess it is kind of puzzle adventure, you could say. So there's no dialogue at all. It's just you, and then you find a dog, and then you're going through the world and just, you know, interacting with things to affect it and solve puzzles. Build a snowman, except I got really annoyed. The dog kept pushing my snowball around. It, like, almost pissed me off, but still, when I lost my dog by the end of the demo, I was real pissed about it, and I want to play more of this game just to get my damn dog back. So, there you go. They left me on a cliffhanger, and I need to know what happens. Maliki, Poison of the Past. This is more of a classic RPG style game. The battle system kind of reminds me of Lufia, which is like, Lufia is one of my favorite RPGs. So this was pretty fun. I haven't played any more since we played it on stream, but I'm going to. I have every intention to play more and try to get through the rest of the demo to see what it's like and how the story's developing. But so far it seems pretty interesting. There's a lot of good potential here, and I think that this one's worth a try. Moses and Plato, the next one. Last Train to Clawville. It is a detective mystery, Ace Attorney investigations kind of style game that takes place in the Chicken Police universe with Moses and Plato, two detectives from that series. This is a lot of fun. If you're a fan of Chicken Police, this is a must play. I don't know what else to say. Just get it, play it. It's fun. If you like that kind of if you like detective style games, if you like Ace Attorney, if you like Chicken Police, play this one. This was good. Nordhold, another tower defense. We like a lot of tower defense games here. This one does have resource management in it, but it's like in a different way. I don't have to figure out where to place my resource towers. I just have to work on building them up, upgrading them, hiring workers, and then the only placement I have to worry about is like the actual defense towers. So it kind of splits the map in two, which I think was a really interesting way to do it. You have your like city building going on one side, and then you have your tower defense stuff to repel invaders on the other side of the map. There's some interesting concepts here, and it's really built in a roguelite directed manner. I'm gonna play some music because it's like really quiet, and also to like drown out the kids who are screaming outside my window. There we go. But yeah, like, so they really take the roguelite spin on this because you're meant to fail. It's not like there's like multiple levels like in some of the other tower defenses where it's like, oh yeah, here's a map and then build around this map. It's like, no, like this is your city, there's waves, they're gonna be coming, they're gonna get harder and harder. It's all one single seamless thing, and it's basically a run, so it plays, you know, in that way more like a roguelite, like more like an actual like roguelite style game in that way, where you fail and then you get a little farther each time, which I think was a really interesting way of doing it. So I guess like Aesthetically, this wasn't my favorite, but like it was really interesting. So I am gonna be playing more of this one because I thought that the concepts they have going here have a lot of potential to be really fun. Or really frustrating. It could really go either way, but we'll see. And of course, like, you know, it's a demo, so it's still early development. But I think this one's worth checking out too. Keeping an eye on it, at least. And then Once Upon a Tile. It is a fully narrated, sometimes a little bit too narrated, which is a weird thing to say because normally I like fully voiced things. But they like describe everything in here. It's definitely... there's a little bit of gearing towards a younger audience here. But basically, I don't know how to like tell you without showing you. You get cards, so you know, there's little, and you use the cards to like build out the map. So you're building out the dungeon, and that's the puzzle. And there's these different tiles that you have to take into consideration, so you like collect certain ones to make sure that you can cross safely. Which sounds like a really interesting concept, but honestly for me, I got really bored towards the end, and then I just sort of stopped paying attention because it was all very same-ish. It's not for me. It felt, and like, plus like, they kept talking. They talk so much about everything, and I'm like, I don't need a response on all of these things, please. So I ended up kind of tuning it out, and then I died eventually. To like really dumb reasons because I just wasn't. I stopped. My brain just shut off. I just couldn't take it anymore. So it wasn't for me, but I definitely like see the appeal in this. It's cute. You're a little mouse, and it's like, you know, she has an adventurous spirit, so it's like it's a cute game. It just wasn't for me, but it does have like some really interesting concepts to it. So. And then Pachinko TD, I wanted to like this one more. This is a fun, it's a fun concept where like you take pachinko and you build your towers on a pachinko board. Definitely feels very early. The music was an odd choice. It was like very chill, relaxing music for tower defense. So that was a little bit jarring, but there were some interesting things that you could do with like upgrading your pachinko pieces. So it's like, there's potential here. I hope they grow and improve it and maybe like work on the sound design a little bit more so you get some more satisfying sound effects as you're playing and going through. And then, you know, it could be pretty fun and there's potential here. But I think right now it's like definitely still really early. There's a good concept here. I just hope that they can fully get there on the execution by the time they're done with it. Maybe like have some different design pachinko boards too would be interesting eventually. But again, this is just a demo, so it's totally understandable that they just had one for now. All right, anyway, next, Paper Animal Adventure. This was cute, if not a little bit confusing. I did like it. I did have fun with this. It was a really cute game, and like once I like figured out like what I was supposed to be doing, I had a good time. I think it does need a little bit of explanation. I don't want a lot. I like that it didn't have like an actual like full tutorial, so it just kind of like lets you explore the world and figure things out. I like that. But like maybe just like a quick one screen or like one quick pop-up to like tell you what the controls were, so that at least you know what your buttons are and like what your options are to do things to explore the world. That would have been super helpful. I got super lost at like for the first few minutes going like, what am I doing? Like, what can I do? Like, how do I attack? Like, what can I attack? What am I supposed to be doing here? What am I looking for? What am I looking at? So that took a little bit to figure it out, but it was still a really cute game. And I did overall still have fun with it, which at the end of the day, it's like what you want to do. Look, you have all these different maps too. This is a really cute style. I liked this a lot. I liked how cute this was. I did have fun with it. I was just lost. I spent a little bit of being lost, but I had fun with it in the end, so we got there. Pastel Parade. So this was, if you like Rhythm Heaven, this is like kind of like the Rhythm Heaven mini games, and there were like the where it goes ba ba ba, and then you mimic it and you go ba ba ba, and you're doing like the last one where it goes ba ba, and then you're the last on the pop. So it's good. There's good ideas here. But I think this game needs a little more polish to it. It definitely 100% needs a calibration to it. They do have an adjustment option, but unless you really know what you're doing, you're not going to know which way you need to adjust it and by how much. So this really needs to have a calibration before you actually start it up. The other problem I had was it seems that when there are fast inputs needed, there were definitely some dropped inputs where it wasn't picking up my button presses. Like it was getting eaten. It was just like tap, 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 tap. And it's like, I know that it's not my keyboard and it's not me because I've been playing a lot of Rift of the Necrodancer lately, where that one clearly has a ton of fast inputs and I don't have this problem. But again, that's calibrated and this one's not. So it really needs a calibration, and I can't tell if it's because it's not calibrated that there's that missing component here, or if something needs to be looked into to make sure it's not dropping inputs when you have a fast input sequence. So this needs a little more polish and work to it, but I think there's something fun potential here. I like rhythm heaven games, like for the rhythm gaming community, are usually pretty fun. There's like a whole bunch of people who make custom rhythm heaven style maps and little mini games. So this one could be really fun, but it needs a little more work so that it can be enjoyable. I did like that they didn't have a fail mechanic for the demo, so that you could just like kind of try to get through it, but like at the same time that also sucked because I was just like, I know I'm doing bad, but I feel like I could just sit here and just watch it. I don't know. It was like a weird mixed feelings thing, but the art style is really cute. Their kind of like story that they're trying to get into was cute. Like they're these four making a band, but it really needs some calibration and some polish to it. All right, and then piece by piece, this is the puzzle game we just did. This was fun. This is a really interesting concept. I liked this a lot. We just saw us play it, so I don't really have to say too much on it. All right, and then next, Rainbreaker. This is another roguelite game. It's like Hades-like kind of style for roguelite. And we've done a couple of those on the stream. Like Realm of Ink comes to mind as one that was kind of fun before that I liked and wanted to see more of. This one was a little harder for me to get into. It's just something about the gameplay. Like it wasn't really catching to me. It was like it didn't feel as satisfying, but I can't really tell you why. Like, it didn't feel crunchy enough, I want to say. The music was cool. I don't know if it was necessarily, like, as seamless in the transitions, where, like, it felt good to, like, go in and out of combat, like, just audibly. I don't know if that necessarily worked. It wasn't bad by any means. It's just, there was nothing in it to hook me. Like, even the story I had a really hard getting into because it's just like, I don't really totally understand what's going on, and it's only being revealed via progressing in the level. And some of those early levels were really rough. You went from like doing something super easy to like getting a bunch of like kind of harder enemies that were like ganging up on you, and it was kind of jank. So I was just like, that wasn't a very nice feeling experience either. So, a little hard to say. I don't know. This might just not be for me. But, I mean, it was nice. If you like the aesthetic, this is probably a good one for you. Just not for me. Relic Garden, this is definitely one of my top favorites from this NEXTFEST. So this is a tower defense. Obviously it's got kind of like pixel graphics, but let's see if I can find a screenshot. Yeah, okay, so you have a talent tree. So, you know, there's roguelite elements to this too, because, you know, you get a little bit stronger between, you know, as you go along. You invest into yourself so it gets a little bit easier. Then you can take on harder challenges or like improve on levels. So there's a talent tree. There's a support hero that you can get and then upgrade them as well. And then your towers are upgradable too. So your towers can get stronger over time. It just plays really well. Like, it's already pretty addictive as it is, and I can't wait till this one comes out. This was definitely one of my top favorites this NEXTFEST. Alright, and then Rising Heat next. This is a Survivor-like, but with spaceships and aliens and a little bit of soccer, because you can tackle the enemy, which was kind of fun. Like, that felt kind of satisfying to be able to tackle them, so there's some good potential here. This could get really interesting. Like, not community. Store page? Store page. Looking at some screenshots, I was like, yeah, it's like definitely a Survivor-like, but it's got a little bit more to it. I don't know. I had a good time with it. I want to see how it develops more. Maybe try some other characters. See where this one goes. It has good potential. Super Hot Cube. We literally played it for 3 minutes, and that was enough to go through it like 2 or 3 times. I don't want to say. This definitely feels very mobile game where you're just on a track, flipping around, trying not to get hit. If you like those kind of games, cool. I don't need that for Steam though, so I'm probably not gonna pick that one up. Whisper of the House, last but not least. This is basically inspired by unpacking, I want to say, where you're organizing objects around the house, placing them wherever you like. But it's not just for your house. You can do it for other people as well. And get a little peek into their lives, help them organize their stuff. And then you can also go out and walk around the town, buy more furniture to decorate your house. So it looks like is one of the things that you can do. Pick up coins, coupons to buy stuff, I guess. So it's like unpacking plus. They like really expanded on it, so it was pretty neat, I want to say. I would like to... I need to check out more of it, really, to really decide. Because, like, part of what was the charm of unpacking was that, like, it was kind of like Koira in that there was a non-dialogue story to go along with it. This is not that way. There's definitely dialogue. There's talking to people. But there were like, I think my biggest complaint about this one was, like, there were some UI elements that I couldn't make go away. I couldn't figure out how to make go away, and they were like blocking, like, for example, like this corner of the screen on this map, and I'm just like, I can't see what's going on down here, so like, where do I want to put stuff? And that was really annoying. Oh, I didn't even think about doing it that way. But yeah, if you liked unpacking, you're probably gonna like this one. It's like, it plays kind of the same, but yeah, like, it looks like there's a little bit more story to this, and you can check out other people's stuff, homes as well, and get their stories. So, like I said, unpacking plus, pretty cool. All right, I think that's good enough for now. That was NEXTFEST. That was our NEXTFEST for February 2025. That's a wrap for us. I'm gonna end it here, and we do have Raid tonight. I was only planning on playing those 2 games today because we did most of these already earlier in the week, and today was just kind of like a wrap-up day. So I'm gonna go over here, y'all. Hey, thank y'all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed NEXTFEST this whole week, featuring those 25 demo games. That's quite a bit. This is the most NEXTFEST games we've ever done. I think the most we had before this was probably like 15-ish, give or take. This is definitely like way more than that. Way more than we've done ever before, but we did find some really cool gems, and then like a lot of ones that are like, hey, this is worth keeping an eye on. So overall, very worth it. There's some cool stuff coming out. So we will be back tonight at 8 o'clock for Raid in Final Fantasy XIV. That's in 2 hours. But for now, we're gonna call it here. I'm gonna go take a break, do some other stuff. To go see if anybody I know. Oh. Yep, none of my friends are on right now. We'll just call it here. We're a small group right now, so thanks all for watching. If you guys enjoyed the stream, thank you everybody who came by today. Dardylinkling. Thanks to Kami Kitsu for the raid and the follow. Much appreciated. Hope you guys had a good time with NEXTFEST as well. And check out some of those games that we looked at this week. If you haven't looked at them yourselves already, there's some gems in there, depending on what style of game you like. So yeah. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. Have a good rest of your day, everybody, if I don't see you tonight. Next scheduled stream, of course, is after a raid today will be tomorrow. We'll be doing our challenge night. We're gonna be doing Deep Dungeon in 14. I don't think we're gonna do any Iron One anytime super soon, but I also do still have a bunch of seeds words. We'll go back to it eventually. Iron One will happen, I just don't know when. But yeah. It's gonna do for now. I'll see y'all in a couple hours. Until then, take care and have a good break. See y'all later. Bye bye.